Hey everybody, remember me? Alright, I know I've been really bad and not posted a video in a long time. And for that I am sorry. I started my 4th semester last week. Wait, this week. Okay. I'm filming this Friday, January the 10th. Probably won't be up today. I don't know when it'll be up. So just know that everything I say, you know, Friday the 10th is when I'm filming. Anyway, Thursday I found out about the honor society that I was hoping to be able to join, but I'm not going to be able to until I switch my program. Because the school I'm at currently, the school I'm attending, they have, you know, I'm going in the social work field. And, well, at this school they can only give you like, you can only earn a social work assistant. That's as far as you can go. I've got a little battery already. Alright. Let me go get the cord and plug it up. Okay, so I'm in the social work assistant program, and they have 2 different categories. They have the diploma program, social work assistant diploma, or social work assistant degree. Well, because the way financial aid is laid out, I think it looked in. Man, are you really going to be wonky now? Because of the way that financial aid is laid out, and you are a little wonky. I'm sorry about the angle. Anyway, okay. Because of the way financial aid was laid out, I had to start in the diploma program, not the degree program. And I'm going to be switching to the degree program because that's what I need. Because those credits will transfer to the next school that I will be going to. But the other one will not. What's really annoying is that there's only 6 different classes. And I mean, by 6 different classes, I mean you still have to take everything you take in the diploma program. You just have 6 classes added to it. And the honor roll, I meet all the criteria except I'm not in the degree program. I'm in the diploma program. And I'm like, really? If I had just been in the other program, which I couldn't because of financial aid, I would have been able to be in the honor society. So I was really disappointed. Because I really want to be in the honor roll. That's something I've really just, oh man, that would be so cool. So I ended up finding this information out by talking to the advisor for that honor society. But he said he didn't make the rules, and I want to do some digging online and find out who made the rules. And I would like to go to them and ask them, why can't the diploma program be included in this? I mean, you know, I think if you've got a 4.0, well, okay, the honor society really you only have to have a grade point average of 3.25, so they give you a little bit of leeway, but I think if you've worked hard, you should be rewarded for it, you know? And so that really annoyed me to all get out, because I've worked my butt off. And I know it still looks good on the resume, but I so wanted to be in the honor society. I was so excited. And then, no, I'm sorry. So anyway, so that's that. Let's see. I've got lots more to tell you. I am making something. Any guesses what it is? It involves this. It's inside this. No, it's not a scrapbook. It is, drum roll please. Let me get to a good page. a nail polish swatch book. And see, this is my glitters. And what I'm doing is I'm drawing like the square, and then I'm painting in the color onto it. So these are my yellows and my nudes. That's as far as I've gotten so far. I've been bad. But hey, I started school, so little leeway. Anyhow, but so I'm going to finally have a swatch book, and I'm so excited for that. When it's finished, maybe I'll show you all it, if you want to see it. Anyway, I have got to do that video about all those necklaces that Mom gave me like 2 months ago. I'll go ahead and show you a couple now, but you'll probably see it again. And I just kind of had a wet moment because I hang a lot of them on my wall with thumbtacks. That may sound a bit strange, but I like it. And I just noticed where one was missing, but I know where that is. But I had a moment of, you know, so yeah. I just like to hang them on the wall. That way I see them and I think about them more. Oh, and about the video I'm going to be making for school. I'm sorry, my chair is very noisy. I'm going to be meeting with the teacher who I'm working with for this. I'm going to be meeting with her next Thursday at 10:30 in the morning. So that'll be cool. And last Tuesday I had the first experience with having a night class. Oh my goodness, I was so sick. Because I had a class that started at 1, and so I've been there, ended at 2:25, and so I had like a 3.5 hour, actually 4-hour window because she let us out early, where I could do just, you know, whatever. And so me and another classmate that I knew from last semester also has the same 2 classes on that day. So we ended up going across campus a couple times, because she had to do run an errand, and then I wanted to find out about the Honor Society, and so I went over there. And yes, Tuesday the guy wasn't in that day. That I went over there the first time. But going out and in so much tore up my sinuses, and I had a splitting sinus headache by the time it was class time. I was so sick. Oh my word. So next Tuesday, I'm going to make sure that I have ibuprofen with me, because I don't want to suffer through that again. And I didn't even get my seat. This may sound weird too, but there's a particular classroom that most of the social work classes are actually in. It's really cool. But in fact, let's see, all the social work classes I've had thus far have been in this particular room, unless they had to move us temporarily, but it's been based in that room. But there's this one particular chair on the front row that I like. Well, this other person got there before me, and she was somebody I knew too. It's like, what? Oh. So I was disappointed. But I'm hoping I can, you know, get in there in that seat next time, because that's my spot. Anyway, and other news, I rearranged my nail polish before finishing filming all my nail polish collection videos. That was not a bright idea. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the videos I've done, and like my pinks, I don't think, if I've filmed pink already, I don't think I need to refilm it. But some of the others, like I've decided, you can't see though, but like I've done a slight bit of rearranging. Like I now have a separate pocket for my teals, my blue-greens, you know, and some of the colors that I had like in the red pocket, I put somewhere else. And so now I have like a separate pocket for my golds and bronzies, metallic-y colors, and then one for the silvers and the like pearlescent ones. Let's see. Yeah, so and then I have another pocket that has just my like really polishes that I actually don't really care a whole lot for because they're too see-through. You know what I mean? I'm tired, I can't think of the correct term, but they're like not opaque. I think that's what I'm looking for, yeah. So there may be a little bit of repeats when I start back filming my nail polish collection videos. So about that I apologize. But I hope you'll bear with me because there shouldn't be a ton of repeats. I know that I only got like 2 videos done of my nail polish collection, so there's quite a bit that needs to be shown. And on my nails now, I have 2 different polishes. Both are magnetic from Sally Hansen. The first one is Sally Hansen's Magnetic Ionic Indigo, and you will see this again if you watch my nail polish collection because it will be in it later. And then the other one was one that I just got today. It was on a 75% off sale. And it's another magnetic one in Silver Elements. And you probably can't read it off the bottle, and for that I apologize, but it's just Silver Elements. And it looks like that on the nail, and then the accent finger is what I use that for. That's fire. Oh, and in other news, Sunday, I'm helping teach Sunday school. I don't know how much I'm going to be actually teaching because I'm working with somebody else, and this other person has really like got some really cool ideas, and so I'm kind of helping execute them in a way because she wants to do the lesson on kind of the fruits of the spirit, and I'm going to be making like a tree that we can stick the fruits on, and so yeah. And also, random prep time. Did y'all ever see the show Mental? I really enjoyed it. It was only on for 1 season. I was so sad when it went off because this was when we had like quote normal TV, and I actually watched it when it was on, like, you know, new episode on. Like, can you believe that? Like, so I really enjoyed this. It reminds me a little bit of House, except the main doctor is nice in this. But, yeah. I know I have more than that to tell you, don't I? I need a nap. Last week, or was the week before last, I went a long time, not a long time, just like a week or 2, maybe 2 weeks, with no turn signal on my left side. Well, I had it in the back, but like I couldn't push down the turn signal thingamajig and it do it automatically. I would have to sit and do. Oh, that was a pain. But my brother finally, my brother helped me because I was wanting to do it myself. That's why I have to correct myself and not say finally help me. But I was hoping to get to fix it myself, but I couldn't really reach the bulb thingy to fix it. So he came with his whole family. It was nice seeing everybody. But I got my turn signal fixed, but the fog lights aren't. Fog lights. First of all, they were this weird looking little strange bulb that I didn't know they were like that, so I bought the other kind. And then, once we got it all together, the lights still weren't on, and we ended up changing both bulbs, thinking that they had they had to be right together. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, and they still didn't work, and so he's like, well, shish kebab, I didn't know what's going on. He doesn't have an accent, I just wanted to do that for a story elaboration. A story, it's not the word. Anyway, make it more entertaining. But he finally figured out what it was. It was one of the fuses had gone out. And so he just took the whole fuse out. And so I had it in my pocket. Well, the next day, I drove the Firebird to church. I set the alarm, and there was an extra little boop. I'm like, what was that? So I unlocked her, and I locked her again, and she didn't do it that time, because she blows the horn, but you know when there's that little extra boop, you're like, what? I don't know if your car ever does that, but she will. But when I locked her the second time, she didn't do it, so I'm like, okay, so, I don't know, maybe it's just a fluke. So I went in church, and I did my fine. Later that day, I went over to the closest grocery store, and I went to lock her, and she did the extra little boop again. And me, like a silly person, I unlocked her and locked her back, and she did the boop again. Here's where the really stupid part was. I unlocked her again, and I booped her again, like tried to lock her again, and then her alarm went off. She was like, hello person, you're not getting me. So, that scared the bejeebers out of me, because I was nowhere near the alarm setting off button. And I was finally able to get her to quiet down, and I hurried in the store, and I was called Mom. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? She says, I don't know, is your battery dying or something? Because, see, that car will go crazy if the battery dies. I mean, she'll unlock and lock and unlock. Lights, no lights. Lights, no lights. All this weird stuff. It was when the alternator, yeah, that's right. When the alternator was going out, it was doing that to Mom once, and did that to her. And it was like, woo, 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 driving wise, you know. So she's like, well, was she driving fine? I'm like, yeah. And, but see, at this point we didn't know what it was. You probably already configured that we didn't know what it was. Anyway, I ended up seeing a friend in the store walking out, and it was really cool that I saw her, because I'm like, hey, how you doing? Because I'd never see her except for on Facebook. But she ended up following me home, so that way if the car tried to pull anything shifty, I would have somebody near me that I could get help from. But it was pretty creepy. So I got it home, I locked her, and she didn't do the extra little bump then either, I don't think. But Mom was already on the phone with my brother, and he mentioned to try to put that relay back in, that fuse back in, and see if it would fix it. And so I did, and it did fix it, and she's been fine ever since. So we're going to have to get a new fuse at some point. But it's kind of low on the priority list, in all honesty, because it's only like the fog lights she's got. Well, like there's the headlights, the amber lights, and then the fog lights. So she's got plenty of lights on her. So, yep. There's that story. Do I have any other stories to tell you? I guess not. I will. Wow, it's 19 minutes. This is long for me. I hope this won't take 5 days to load. And I hope I do get to put it up. I don't know when I'll be able to put it up, but I hope I do put it up at some point. Yeah, alrighty, well I'll go, because every second is precious bandwidth. Bye.